There's not a single episode from What If that could have as much aura as this concept from the comics. What if Mark Spector was the host to Venom? Are you fucking kidding me? This is what the kind of comics, the kind of concepts that we get from the Marvel What If comics. And then what did we get from the Marvel What If show? I'm gonna show you some of the concepts from the comics, and I'm not even talking about the modern comics like this one. From the classic Marvel What If comics that we never got to see in the show. What if the Hulk had the brain of Bruce Banner? This is definitely one of the best concepts for a Marvel What If episode. If they had actually put in the effort to make this episode, it could have ended up being a better explanation of how the Hulk became Professor Hulk than the actual Professor Hulk that we got in the MCU, which is trash, by the way. Then we got a classic what if concept. What if Spider-Man had actually joined the Fantastic Four? I want to remind you that we never got one episode, not one single episode, that was centered around Spider-Man or any of his lore. Oh, and by the way, since the show was canceled before the Fantastic Four came out, that means that we're not gonna get any Marvel What If episodes centered around the Fantastic Four either. Then we have what if Jane Foster had actually obtained the power of four? You know that you fumbled with your what if show when there is a classic concept, a classic what if concept from the comics that made it into a movie. A fucking live action movie that is part of the main continuity of the MCU before you even made an episode about it. Remember when Marvel's What If decided to give us the Exiles? And it wasn't even the Exiles from the comics? Well, instead of the Exiles, we could have had this. I know that the Invaders were never created in the MCU, but they could have given us what if Captain America had joined the Invaders in World War II, way before he joined the Avengers. And honestly, taking some of the classic Marvel characters from when Marvel actually started being Marvel back in the 1950s, 1960s, that would have been dope as fuck. Do I need to remind you that since Marvel's What If was canceled before the Fantastic Four movie came out, we're not gonna get any What If stories from the Fantastic Four? So we're never gonna see what the Fantastic Four could have been without their powers. Imagine them just as explorers using weapons and gadgets created by Reed Richards to explore the universe. That concept is gone.